Hello all, this is Gena, Korea, and I want to tell you something that happened when I was a freshman in college at the University of Massachusetts. I want to tell you about it because I think of it all the time now in these days. There were some African graduate students at the university who had a party. They invited me and they invited a lot of other people. And at that time it was quite typical for people to go to a party with their own agenda. They wanted to score or they wanted to have a good time for themselves, but they kind of weren't thinking about other people at that party. But the African students changed it at this party. They were keeping an eye out for everybody. And if someone looked like they were sad or off by themselves somewhere, or feeling awkward, one of those hosts, I think there were 5 hosts, would go up to them and say, "Come, help me in the kitchen," and get into a conversation and then introduce them to one person drying dishes there and then another person. And pretty soon the one who had been feeling shy was pulled into the whole group. They were doing that the whole evening long, looking how to connect the people at the party. And so they were really paying attention to who people were there. They were drawing them out, they were connecting them. I remember it as just the most wonderful party. And maybe 30 years later, I was at a dinner party and met someone who had been there and who remembered it the same way. What an extraordinary party that was. And soon after it had happened, I was thinking about it and having a conversation with one of the hosts, Vincent, from Malawi. And I told him how wonderful the party was. And how I noticed what he and his fellow hosts were doing. And he said, "It's not a good party unless everyone is having a good time." That's what I think of all the time now. I think of it when I see people living out on the streets and billionaires amusing themselves by going into outer space. I see it when I think of it when I see the migrants at borders being pushed back, migrants dying, and the rest of us not caring enough. I'm wondering if, of course this would never happen, but if I should be on a board where we were deciding on a bonus for an executive of a great corporation, and someone suggested a bonus of $82 million, could I say, "But it's not a good party unless everyone is having a good time. We can't pay that bonus when there are employees of this company who are filling out forms for welfare because we don't pay a living wage to the employees." I'm wondering if there are ways in your life where you could see yourself saying, "But it's not a good party unless everyone is having a good time." Let's talk about this some more another time. Bye for now. I'll see you in the next video.